Hello, everybody. Welcome back. We are interviewing more Verdant players, and this time we have Draconium, the AD carry, the big boy, the man who's going to be doing all the damage and getting all the kills. How are you feeling today, buddy?
I'm doing great, dude. I'm
Yeah.
fucking ready. Let's go.
Yeah. You've been playing a lot recently, practicing.
Yeah, me and Winter have been duo queuing a lot, man. Like, we're just warming up. Scrims have been going good as well.
Oh God, how's it going with playing with Winter? Because I know he obviously still plays from NA, so he's got high as hell ping.
Dude, I don't know how he does it, but he plays like with 100 to 120 ping and he still predicts the enemy movement with every single flash hook, and I don't know what. Like, I have no idea how he's doing it, but it's not even noticeable. Like, if I play solo queue, my supports miss more skill shots than Winter's missing. I don't know. Kinda crazy.
He's literally like playing two steps ahead of everyone else in the game. It's
He's playing
it's just
3D
insane.
chess, kinda.
Everyone else playing checkers out here, like literally. Um, but I mean, without further ado, it's awesome to hear that it's going so well for you guys. And I think um, kind of the one thing that I'll lead on from that then is how's it been overall? You said scrims have been working well. How's it been going with working alongside the org? Has it been like a really easy process for you joining Verdant, getting in there? How's that all going?
It has went pretty fucking well, I have to say. Verdant is a great org, and I like the staff and the players a lot. I think,
Mm,
like, what I've been told by the staff is they built the team in a way where the players individually as people work out together, and it's really noticeable. Like, we've been doing a lot of stuff also outside of League, just watching stuff, like looking over the games and ERLs and stuff. And I don't know, it's been a really easy process for me.
oh, I love to hear it. It always makes it so nice. And is that kind of, I'm not sure if that was the idea when you first joined the team or if that's something you found out about later, but what were the things that attracted you to joining this Verdant team?
I mean, first off, for me as like a newer player, this was a great opportunity overall. I had some other offers, but
Mm,
Vern was clearly like the best offer, just player wise. But also one of the biggest things that got me into it was Winter actually. Before we played together, he looked over some of my bots and gave me a lot of tips already. Looked over them with me and just invested time into me, and it made me feel like I can learn a lot of stuff from this team, from just Winter individually, but also everyone. So that was like I think the main factor why I joined was probably Winter, I'd say.
mm. And then that's really nice actually that he kind of gave you a little bit of coaching beforehand and then you were like, oh, I'll just carry on with him. Um, it's what I kind of want to look at then is what are your goals? Talk to me about sort of the goals of Verdant as a team. What are you guys looking to do throughout this next split?
I mean, I think it's very obvious what the org or the team's goal is right
Mm,
now. The main goal of the org is to go for Div 1, right? Like to promote. That's what like the team was built for, promoting and being able to compete at first Div level. But for me individually, it's a bit different. So as all the other players already have a lot of experience playing
mm,
first Div, etc., I need to kind of live up to it, right? Like I need to learn a lot during the split and improve a lot. So that's my main focus. I want to get there kind of. I want to learn. I want to pick up a lot of stuff and be able to, at the end of the year or at the end of the split, be able to compete at that level. And
mm.
people don't really know my name, I think. But my goal is at the end of the year, people shall know my name. When they hear Draconium or Draco, they're like, okay, it's that guy, and not just who is that.
Yeah, it's Draco's going to be the name everyone says when they talk about the great AD carries. You've heard it here first, and I think you spoke about that how not many people know your name. How has it been for you, considering that you are kind of a relative rookie? And I just want you to give me a little bit of a breakdown of your past competitive experience that's led up to this point, and then if you've noticed a kind of shift now that you've moved into Verdant.
Okay, so my comp history is actually not very long. So around 1.5 years ago, I've played competitive for the first time. Like challenger
Mm.
mode and these kind of websites. We kind of played some for fun tournaments with the boys, and I realized, wow, this is actually really fun. I want to do more of this. I really appreciate this. And then I was
Mm.
looking for like some way to get into it, kinda. And the first split I played was actually a second div or no third div in Prime League with Echo Prime because one of my friends, both souls actually, kind of helped me get the spot there. And
Mm.
then from there, I don't know. I thought I was gonna keep playing in third div, or like I got one offer in second div, and I was like, wow, dude, that's a great chance for me. But then Verdant came around, and I was like, wow, dude, holy shit! I couldn't believe it at first. It was like a great chance. But I'm noticing right now, the more I play with like the boys and I play versus
Mm,
really good teams, I think my mental has kind of shifted from like at the start I was like, okay, what do I really need to do? What's my goals? Blah blah. And right now I'm starting to kind of get the hang of everything, starting to get the hang of how competitive actually works. Because at this level, you're playing against people who know how to punish you, right? So you learn a
mm.
lot quicker, I think.
Yeah, and it's always that thing that people say where, like, it's one thing playing solo queue and low level kind of ERLs, but then now that you're up in the big leagues, it's a completely different video game altogether. And has that been a learning experience for you, having to kind of relearn the game in a different way?
I mean, definitely. It helped me a lot, like having Winter on my side, because like in the first, I'd say like the first one or two scrims were kind of tough for me. Not really
Mm.
because we got destroyed, but more because I noticed like, wow, the enemy ADC or like the enemy bot lane or even just the enemy players as a whole. Wow, I know their names. They have like great careers and everything. They really they have achieved something already. And then there's like me who doesn't even have a Wikipedia page, you know. So I was like, okay, dude. I'm playing against this guy, and I was like playing a bit too defensive, playing a bit pussy, but like Winter told me, just step up, walk into their face, play in their face, kinda, don't be afraid. And I think that's really been a process. Like that was probably my biggest issue at the start, just looking at
Mm.
names instead of looking at like champions. But I think I'm getting a lot better at that right now.
So key question is, do you play with name tags on or off?
Name tags off, man. No, no, like playing with name tags on is not good. I think for your head.
Fair enough. Fair enough. So Draker, you've told us a lot about what you do inside the game and how you like to play the game. Tell me a little bit about what Draco does outside of League of Legends. Are there any other games you like to play, or what kind of hobbies are you into?
Okay, so I mean, outside of League right now, I study in university. I study
Mhm.
computer science in Germany. But hobby-wise, I mean, I don't do that much stuff outside of being on my PC. I play like a lot of other games, like Minecraft with like Valkyrie, for example. I like watching
Mm.
anime or series in general. I like to play some Maple Story here and there. And like outside of computer. I like just taking walks or going outside.
Mm.
Some like I used to go fishing a few years ago, but not anymore to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, why go out and fish when you can just do it in Minecraft? Am I right?
Nah, that's even more boring than IRL.
Not even Minecraft fishing anymore. Fair enough. Okay. No, that's really awesome to hear, and it's really nice hearing that you guys all play games together. I heard that you guys were playing Minecraft the other week. All of you just outside of League are still hanging out, which is such a nice thing to hear. And going back to the League stuff real quick, I do just want to ask you a couple more questions about League. Uh, so I know you said that by the end of this season, you're wanting everyone to know your name. Have you thought much about long term what you're aiming to get out of it, or is this kind of like you're just taking every moment as it is right now?
I mean, of course, I have my long-term goals. So for like next year, my goal is playing ERL,
Mm,
and long term, LEC or even Worlds at some point. But that's like so far away from me right
mm,
now that I don't like. It's the kind of thing with what I said before, where I didn't really achieve much yet, so it's hard to think about those kind of steps. But I think I'm not that far away anymore. If you kind of know what I
mm.
mean. It's just hard to realize it for me, kinda. But I want to get there eventually. It's like a long process, and you only want to look at like the step right ahead of you,
Yeah,
one
yeah.
step at a time.
Of course, and it makes perfect sense just taking it one step at a time, being really, really positive about it in that way. I like it. And the last kind of league related question I'm going to ask about yourself so far is I know you obviously haven't had a massive tenuous career so far, but what is your favorite league memory from your competitive career? Is there one specific play that really stands out for you that remember, or is there like a split or even like a specific interaction with a team that you've had?
Honestly, like this might sound very PR or whatever, but I think the
Mm,
moment like I was told I was gonna be picked up by Verdant was probably my best league-related moment, like esports-related moment, because I was like, before that point, as I said, I had some options, but
mm.
it wasn't really great. It wasn't. It was like nice, but it wasn't amazing. And then I was like, wow, I'll actually have this chance. And for me, that just means a lot to me right now. So yeah, I think that was actually one of, if not the greatest moment for me.
Oh, I love it. That's so sweet. That's really nice to hear, actually. And I'm sure the people at Verdant are going to be proud. It's all right. Just blink twice if you need help. It's okay. We can send someone in. You don't have to answer this. They haven't. They haven't. It's all right. No, then I think the way I've been rounding it off with everybody else, I do want to ask you just one question. If you could build a super team of all your teammates from the past, I'm not going to say present because obviously I know I know you're high on the Verdant hype train. So if I said from present, you'd just pick the Verdant squad. But from your past teammates, if you could build a super team, what would that team be?
I mean, that's a very difficult question because there's not like that much to choose from for me. Let me think. So the support I played with last split was really amazing. Shoutouts to support lawyer.
Mm.
um, Mid laner I played with last split as well. Was kind of cracked, sleepy.
Mhm.
And for jungle or top, I have to say, like, I don't have that many options, but I really liked the way that last split jungle or top
so, so
were playing. So Mini Wonka in the top lane, I guess, and in the jungle we have Milkshake. So I guess I'm just taking the team from
yeah,
last split, I suppose.
fair
Not
enough.
many options, but
Yeah, not many options yet, but we will get some. You've now next time I ask you the question, in a year time when you're an LEC player going to Worlds and little old me asks you for another interview, I'll ask you again and you'll just say the Verdant squad, so you've got one extra option that you can have.
exactly. Then I can actually choose.
Exactly. Then you've got options to pick between. But no, it's been absolutely lovely to talk to you, Draconium. And just before I do send you away, is there anyone that you want to give any shout outs to just from yourself before we send this one off?
I mean, shoutouts to Winter, Bootshaus. Who else helped me on the way? Valkyrie. Yeah, I think that's it. Thank you guys.
Fair enough. Lovely to hear it. And thank you so much for joining us today. It's been an absolute pleasure to speak to you, Draco. And I look forward to seeing more of you in the next split. But from now, guys, that's going to be all from us. And we'll see you guys next time.